Alright, I know I just posted a video game review on TNA Impact, but this has been bugging me for a couple of weeks, and I thought I'd get it out. Um, okay, everybody is worried that the Ghostbusters game is in jeopardy because of the announcement that Ghostbusters 3 is not only going to be coming out, but it's going to be a complete reboot of the franchise written by the people from The Office. Now, in my opinion, this is a mistake. I haven't seen The Office. Yeah, I know I've been in a cave in Mars with my ears plugged and my eyes shown shut. Yeah, I watch The Simpsons. Anyways, I don't watch The Office that much. My time for during most primetime television is played in front of my PS2. But the reason I think it's a mistake is because this is just jumping on the bandwagon that Batman and Begins and The Dark Knight has started. They got it right. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Batman Begins is one of the best comic book movies I've ever seen, and The Dark Knight is the best movie, comic book or no, I have seen. Period. But just because they get it right doesn't mean the rest of Hollywood has to follow. It's completely ridiculous. We're gonna see a reboot of Superman with a darker, grittier edge. No, Superman does not work with the dark edge. True, he shouldn't be too much of a Boy Scout, but by that token, he shouldn't be Batman with superpowers. We already read a story like that once from DC, and uh, it was okay. I liked it, but I wouldn't exactly turn it into a film, you know. Um, anyways, is is so the best bet with Ghostbusters is do three. If Ghostbusters 3 has to be made, they should do something like Extreme Ghostbusters as the movie, not like they have the same characters, Eduardo, and all those others. But I mean, like, they have it be a new generation that somehow winds up meeting and getting mentored by somebody from the previous generation, and and it, and it stays connected to the previous franchise, while at the same time it's a new franchise for the generation who has never even seen the original. As for the video game itself, just because the franchise is being rebooted doesn't mean that it should stop the game from being released. We could just view it as basically like universal divergence should this movie be completed and approved and all this stuff. The video game continues the timeline from Ghostbusters to Ghostbusters 2, and the third movie starts a whole brand new one. It's not that hard and it's not that confusing either. But overall, should they make a third one? Uh, well, part of me wants to say that time has passed a little too long on, so they should, like I said, make it so that a new generation meets and gets mentored by the old generation. But another part of me, the part of me that saw the original Ghostbusters, that saw Ghostbusters 2, that got up every Saturday morning to see the real Ghostbusters, even when it turned to Slimer in the real Ghostbusters, really wants to see another Ghostbusters movie. It's the same part of me that actually wants to take my PS2 and avoid crossing the streams. It's the same part of me that wants to roast the Marshmallow Man. It's the same part of me that hopefully will see a little nod to the original movie and have the original character made for the game turn to Ray and go, "Oh, you thought of him again?" That would be fun. That's assuming it's in there. As for the video game, I don't think it's canceled, just delayed for the anniversary. The reason I don't think it's canceled is because there's already a trailer, there was already a lot of hype, and there were like 80, 85, 90% done, so they might as well, right? Of course, if they approach it with that attitude, there's going to be problems. So there's nothing wrong in this world that says there can be both a Ghostbusters video game based on the current franchise and Ghostbusters 3, even though it's a big mistake, that restarts the movie. So overall, I think there should be both. If anybody from who works on the game or is working on the movie is watching this, don't take my opinion or criticism a little too harsh. This is coming from a guy who's visited 411, Chud, and all these other movie sites, and keep seeing this franchise is going to be rebooted, that franchise is going to be rebooted. It's pretty much like all these crossovers are coming from DC or Marvel. Of course, I'm going to see it. I'm just starting to get sick of it.